We have a visionary, cosmically attuned Aquarius new moon that potentially is going to bring us an inner reset as we forge forward, as we get clear on our intentions for our whole new world, the new era that we're in now with Pluto in Aquarius. This new moon is going to pull us powerfully forward in the direction that our soul is meant to go. And this new moon is happening February 9th, 2:59 p.m. Pacific time, 5:59 p.m. Eastern time, and 10:59 p.m. Universal time. So adjust the time for wherever you find yourself, my friend, on the planet during this Aquarius new moon. This is the first new moon that we're having since Pluto moved into Aquarius. And this new moon is just 6 weeks away from eclipse season, our first eclipse of 2024. And because we often feel eclipses 4 to 6 weeks before they actually occur, this new moon feels to me like preparation, inner reflection for eclipse season. So it's important and powerful for that reason. But also with Uranus squaring this new moon in Aquarius, we want to prepare ourselves for an unexpected surprise. Sometimes it's a shock, sometimes it's merely a discombobulating moment. It could be a beautiful realization that changes the way we see ourselves in our lives. Whatever happens, it will be liberating for us. The point is to free us to be more of who we came here to be. So in this video, I'm excited to share with you who will feel this new moon in Aquarius most personally, most intensely. Also, I'm going to share with you the most important aspects that are going on, the planetary conversations that are happening during this new moon, and how can we use this energy? How can we flow with this energy with the most ease and grace? And as always, I will be doing readings for all 12 signs, letting you know in which house you're going to be experiencing the full moon based on your rising sign, giving you a channeled message from Spirit, and pulling an oracle card for each of the 12 signs. But before we go deeper, I want to say hello and welcome. If you are new to me, if you're new to my channel, hello and welcome. I'm so happy that you found us. This is a like-minded community. This is where you can find your like-minded tribe. So if that appeals to your heart and soul, and you are looking for a channel that empowers you through the astrology, be sure and subscribe so you don't miss a video. And hello and welcome back if you've been watching my videos. I am super grateful for you. I'm so happy you're here. Thank you for your subscribes. They mean the world to me. You are why I'm here, and I'm so grateful for you. Happy Sunday to all of my Sunday chat friends. Every Sunday, 9 a.m. Pacific time is when we gather here for the premiere of my videos in the YouTube chat, so please join us. I'm Betsy. I'm a psychic astrologer as well as an intuitive life coach and the author of the book, The Magic of Saying Yes, Answering Your Heart's True Calling. And it is my joy to empower you through the astrology. In my videos, as well as my professional astrology consultations, I weave together divine downloads, spiritual insights, and Western tropical astrology. Stay tuned till the end of the video. I'm going to tell you a little bit more about my astrology consultations and coaching so you can get a sense of whether you feel called to work with me. And I have a free gift for you. I'll tell you all about your free gift at the end of this video. And for those of you who would like to receive my weekly inspirational astrology updates, the astrology between videos, you can go to my website. The link is below in the description box. You can sign up to get those updates and you will get that free instant download immediately. All new moons are when the sun and the moon are huddling together. They are kissing, they are together, they're conversing, they're conferring on what do we want next going forward. A new moon is the beginning of a manifestational cycle. It's when we are seeding intentions, when we are reflecting and getting clear on what we most want. So where this new moon is happening for you, my friend, which I'm going to tell you in the 12 sign readings based on your rising sign, where in your chart, which area of life you're experiencing this new moon is where you are doing that reflection, where you're deciding what will most light up your life, what sparks you, what you want most going forward. And because Pluto is now in Aquarius, jumpstarting a whole new era, a whole new world, and Uranus, which is the ruler of this Aquarius new moon, is now direct, where we've been stagnant, where we have not received the solutions, the solutions as I call them, where we haven't received the inspiration that we've been looking for in order to go out of our comfort zone, in order to take a risk, where we haven't gotten that. This is where I feel we're going to be receiving that guidance. Now, who will feel this new moon most intensely and personally? The Aquarius new moon is happening at 20 degrees of Aquarius. Those of you who have planets or points in the fixed signs of Aquarius, Leo, Taurus, or Scorpio, between 15 and 25 degrees, 15 and 25 degrees, you will feel this Aquarius new moon more personally, more intensely. Because we all have 20 degrees of Aquarius somewhere in our chart, we're all going to feel this on some level. And collectively, especially with Uranus squaring this moon, we're all going to be feeling it. Aquarius is a fixed air sign. Fixed means I don't like change that much, which may seem really strange for Aquarian energy because Aquarian energy is progressive, it's innovative, it is thinking outside the box. So this naturally brings about change. However, where we have Aquarius in our chart, we also want to maintain that area of our life. We don't want anything discombobulating coming in and stirring things up. As an air sign, Aquarius rules our thinking, our communication, our conversations. It tends to be a social energy. Aquarius is ruled by Uranus, and this is our cosmic intelligence. This is enlightenment. This is where we receive realizations and aha moments that are out of this world. This is out of this world kind of thinking. This is where we can have a vision that feels unthinkable. It feels like, oh, that's such a pipe dream. There's no way I could do that. Or can you imagine if you fill in the blank? It's our brilliance. It is our genius. It's super creative energy. Aquarius also rules technology, technological advances, space travel, the internet, wild and crazy inventions that have changed our lives permanently. It's where we can go beyond our limits. We go beyond the limits of the human mind, of our intellects, and we send our feelers, our spidey senses out into the field of all possibility and pull in solutions, new opportunities, new people. It is potentially that powerful. And what I love about Aquarius energy is it's also about freedom and being quirky, being your quirky self and not doing it alone. Aquarius rules the tribe, the community, the group, teaming up with other people, and also your angelic team. Aquarius is associated with astrology. It is the entire universe. It is the stars. So this is where we say, shoot for the moon and you'll land among the stars. Dare to imagine the impossible and believe that the universe is conspiring for your success. All of your cosmic helpers are gathering together to pull you forward into the next greatest version of who you came here to be, my beautiful friend. Remember that in the tarot, the Aquarius card is the star card. It is a wish fulfilled. So to fulfill a wish, and I think a lot of us during this new moon are going to be thinking about, what do I want most? What is my wish? What would bring me more fulfillment in this particular area of life, which I will tell you about in the 12 sign readings? In order to have that happen, we have to open our minds. We have to imagine that we could have a more brilliant experience of life than our small self, than our intellects, than our programmed self knows is possible. So this is where we ask our galactic team to join us in this effort of co-creation, co-creating our dreams. Now, before we get to the 12 sign readings, I want to tell you about the aspects that are happening during this new moon, and most importantly, how can we work with these energies? Because Uranus is the modern ruler and it's making a square to this new moon, this means we are going to be taken into a new reality. This could happen through a jolt, I'm sorry to say. It could happen through a beautiful, opening, inspiring realization. It could happen through an unexpected event that then helps us to heal something that then liberates and frees us to say yes to what we want. Regardless of how it happens, it is an electrical energy. It is quite stimulating to the nervous system. It can affect our sleep, and it's connected to our electrical everything, appliances and our automobiles and our devices. So back up your devices for sure. In my experience, when Uranus gives us a wake-up call moment, which is the discombobulating kind, in my experience when that happens, especially with Uranus and Taurus, This wakes us up to our resourcefulness. It shows us that we can do it, whatever it is for you. It shows us that we have more power than we realized. And it shows us sometimes where we're not tapping into the resources that we have for help, where we're trying to do it alone. We all have patterns, right? We all have sort of ways that we do our life that we can get kind of stagnant in, or that just don't further our growth and our joy and our fulfillment. So for example, some of us have the pattern of doing things mostly solo, doing the hard things alone. But when Uranus in Taurus shows up with a hard aspect like a square, we feel some sort of pressure or tension or need to reach out for help. And this is a good thing. And I'll give you a quick example of this. So 2 years ago, we had a new moon with a Uranus aspect, and I was house sitting for a friend. I was taking care of her adorable Labradoodle dog, Sunny. And Sunny is just like Sunny sounds, just a ball of beautiful light. And this was in my friend's gorgeous home in Santa Barbara, California. And she went off to Switzerland, and I was caring for her home, and I was staying there for about 3 weeks. So she wanted me to take Sunny to the dog park, a beach dog park. And she said, take my Prius, it's our dog car. It's perfect for taking a wet, sandy dog home in. But she had a very windy, difficult to drive down driveway. And I had to back down her driveway in her Prius, which I had never driven before. And now I'm thinking, do Priuses have a stick shift? Because if they do, I think it had a stick shift, which I hadn't driven in like years and years and years since I was in my 20s. Whatever it was, there was something odd about the car that made it hard to drive. But I wanted to take Sunny to the beach dog park like my friend wanted me to. So I'm backing out of her driveway. I'm like very slowly, cautiously going down. I can do this. I'm like, it was a risk for me. It was absolutely a risk, but I was like, I want to do this because I can do this. Like, it's a little bit of a challenge, but I can do this. And so I'm backing down her driveway, and all of a sudden I get stuck. I can't move further. And I'm like pushing on the gas. Why is it not moving? Why is it not moving? I get out of the car and I look, and the car is literally, and I am not exaggerating this, the car is literally hanging over this retaining wall that is bordering her driveway. It is hanging there. It is half making contact with the driveway and the wall, and the other half is hanging off in midair. I am not kidding you. So of course I'm having this inner freak out going, why did I do this? I knew it was risky. I shouldn't have done this in the first place. I go next door to their neighbor's house. I ask them for help. The neighbor is so sweet. He comes out. He says, we're going to call a tow truck. He calls Auto Club, which is in the US. It's like our tow truck angel people. And the tow truck driver comes, and fortunately he's able to pull it off the retaining wall and drive it into the carport, where it stayed for the remainder of my 3 weeks there. There was no way I was getting back in that car. But what really stood out for me, besides the fact that I was freaking out thinking I'm going to have to replace my friend's car, this is crazy. Besides that, the tow truck driver told us that if I had gone just a few inches more with that car, it would have totaled the car. The whole inside, mechanical insides of the car would have been ruined. So I knew my galactic team was with me. I knew my angels were protecting me. And there's always a silver lining to a Uranus moment. It can feel like a tower moment. It can feel like a total shock, total disruption. But the silver lining was that then now I knew the neighbor, and he was so sweet, and he said, anything else you need while you're here, let us know. And I would see them in the street and I would wave and all of that. It made me feel more at home actually there during my 3-week stay, to now know the neighbor. And this is probably the most important aspect of the story on a spiritual level, on a level of growth, is that this brought up a lot of shame for me. It brought up a lot of shame. Why? Because the other neighbor, the across the street neighbor, came out when it all happened and said, what's going on here? And we told him what was going on. And we told him we had it under control, and both neighbors knew each other. And yet he was still sufficiently worried that he went back in the house and he texted my friend in Switzerland. He texted her before I could even talk to her, before I could even tell her what happened. He texted her and told her, there's something going on in your house, and there's a tow truck there, and your car is hanging off the ledge of your retaining wall. Literally, he told her this stuff. So she texts me and says, is everything okay? My neighbor said there's a tow truck in the driveway. And of course, I told her what happened. We figured it all out. But inside, I felt so much shame. It took me back to my 6-year-old self when I was home alone one day and I lit a pinwheel firecracker on the kitchen counter. And yes, it made a huge hole in the kitchen counter. It was pretty cool the way it flew all around the ceiling in the kitchen. But yeah, I got in huge trouble for that. So it's those emotions that a Uranus moment bring up that are the real gift, the real gold. Us being able to see what we're feeling and release them, breathe through them, let them go. Let the shame or whatever emotions that are coming up for you move through you, release, and let it go. And I bring this up because I took a chance. I took a risk. I didn't think it was a big risk, but I took a risk in backing that car down the driveway. And that's not the best thing to do during a Uranus transit. In my view, anything electrical or mechanical, it is best to be extra, extra careful. Err on the side of caution. And because Uranus is so electrical, we really want to ground our energy during a new moon like this. Now we have some gorgeous aspects between the other planets that are going on at the same exact time that I'm really excited to see how they play out. Going back to Uranus for a moment, there's another planet that's interacting with Uranus, and that is Venus. Venus, the planet of love, beauty, money, pleasure, comforts, is making a trine to Uranus. And Venus is in Capricorn during this time. So this is a Venus that loves to plan, that wants to create something that is solid and sustainable, but that also brings tangible blessings to our life. So this is why I'm very excited to see how this new moon is going to play out. This Uranus moment could actually be a new love coming in or an opportunity that brings more money. It's Uranus, so it can be destabilizing, but it can also bring in something that ultimately makes us feel more free, maybe more financially free, and is good for our material security. We also have Jupiter and Taurus still making a sextile to Saturn and Pisces. This is also really stabilizing, grounding energy. Jupiter and Saturn have been sextiling, and this is an opportunity. This is a solution that is designed to solidify a foundation in our lives. Now, another one in this one I love. Jupiter again in Taurus, which is tangible blessings, is making a square to Mercury in Aquarius. Mercury in Aquarius is bringing in that divine download or that conversation or some communication from another person, new information perhaps, that is then going to be amplified by Jupiter. And even if this isn't like a big major communication, it's going to feel big to us on some level because Jupiter emotionally during a new moon makes it feel bigger, makes it feel more significant. This could be super inspiring. And again, this is about our material security. I love that both Mars and Venus, which is our divine feminine, and Mars, our divine masculine, both of these planets are in Capricorn, and this is grounding. This is planning. This is what do we want going forward. And it's earthly energy. This is tangible, earthly, foundational planning, forward-thinking momentum. And not only this, Mars in Capricorn, and Mars is our drive and our mojo and the energy to go forward and make something happen. Mars is making a sextile to visionary Neptune, the ideal. What is your ideal day? What is your ideal work? What is your ideal vision? And this suggests to me that we could have a vision or a fantasy kind of daydream that is so motivating and so inspiring that we decide we're going to take steps to make it real. Make it real. Capricorn energy. And finally, my friend, to sort of pull this all together, this is a destiny-driven new moon. And I say destiny-driven because the new moon itself is going to make a sextile to the North Node in Aries. The North Node in Aries is our destiny. It is our vision. It is where the direction that we're meant to go in order to realize our dream. And in Aries energy, and I have a separate video for you on the North Node in Aries, the South Node in Pisces. In Aries energy, we are asked to take a risk. We have to reach. We have to stretch. We have to go out of our comfort zone, which Uranus wants us to do anyway. We have to be willing to muster the courage, the confidence, and the faith to take a step that feels uncomfortable, but is also inspiring. And because the South Node is trining the new moon, it will be easier for us to release something toxic, something not good for us. It will be easier for us to release something from our past that maybe we've been holding on to that isn't part of our future. So for this new moon, my encouragement to you is to stay open, stay open. Send your intentions out into the universe. Create a vision of abundance. Get a feel for what your heart most wants and feel it in your body. Magnetize it by feeling the feeling of how it feels to have it, and then give it to your team of angels, your team of guides, and ask them to help you to manifest it. Ask them to help you create it. Be intentional. Whatever your intention is, where intention goes, energy flows, whatever that golden, sparkly, maybe out of this world pipe dream intention is, keep it at the forefront of your mind. Say it out loud. Write it down, script it, write it on sticky notes and put it in your car, put it on your bathroom mirror, put it on your refrigerator. Give yourself the freedom to say yes to what your heart truly desires. Okay, my beautiful friends, so let's do the 12 sign readings now. Listen to your rising sign. Your rising sign is the most accurate in terms of the area of life in which this new moon in Aquarius is happening for you. Also listen to your sun sign and your moon sign, because those will give you further intuitive messages. And we're going to start with Aquarius, because Aquarius, this is your new moon. And happy birthday to all my Aquarius friends out there. I wish you a happy, happy, beautiful galactic birthday. Now, Aquarius, this new moon is happening for you in your first house of the self. This is the I am. You are sharing with the universe what your heart wants most. I am, and you fill in the blank, whatever that is. In the first house, this is the roles that you play personally and professionally. This is your identity. This is how you see yourself and how you want others to see you. It is your look, your appearance. You may change your clothing during this new moon. This is also your vitality. It's your vitality. So during this new moon, you are going to receive a realization or a sudden awareness or an event that has you change your perspective on yourself or your life. It could be a kismet event, a fated event, a destined event, or a happy, unexpected miracle, something that pulls you forward. And because it is the first house, it can affect any area of your life, but it is ultimately how we end up seeing ourselves. And often it is tied to a role, a title in our work or in our home life. And so you could get a new job. This is often tied to work in some way or career, but it can also be very much tied to relationships. So it's a new moon. I would not use this new moon personally to propose to somebody, but you do have your 7th house of partnerships across the zodiac wheel. And so this may feel very partnership oriented for you. Or this can be more all about me, all about me, all about you, Aquarius, where you are really thinking about what do you want next? What is most important for you? And maybe if you are talking to a partner, it's about you sharing your hopes, wishes, dreams, and goals for your future. So Aquarius, this is a brand new manifestational cycle for you. This is where you are breaking through and breaking free. That's Uranus energy that I speak about in the beginning of this video. This is a breakthrough new moon. So let's pull a card for you, Aquarius, and see what the cards have to say for your new moon. New life, new chapter, Pluto now in Aquarius, a whole new era, a whole new world. I can't resist, Aquarius. A whole new world, a new fantastic point of view. So I would keep singing because I love that song, but I'm going to pull a card for you instead, Aquarius. Okay. Your card is courage. Be courageous, stand up for your beliefs. Here's the thing, Aquarius, like I spoke about in part 1 of this video, this new moon is making a sextile to the North Node in Aries, and the North Node in Aries says, muster the courage to go do something that's outside of your comfort zone, to take a step in the direction of your dream. And that may feel like you really are going outside the lines. You really are flattening the box that you used to be in with, you're throwing it in the bonfire, and you are starting you're creating a whole new container for who you are and your life. So muster the courage to say yes to your heart, and stand up for what you know you believe in, what you know is right and true for you, Aquarius, and that is going to give you the freedom to go forward. Now, I almost forgot, you have a message from Spirit as well, which is get ready for a cosmic ride. This could feel a bit like a cosmic roller coaster ride, Aquarius, I have to be honest, but ultimately, and I love roller coasters. If you love roller coasters, leave me a comment, tell me what you think. But you know, cosmic ride, actually the vision that I got when I saw when I downloaded those words, cosmic ride, the vision that I got was gorgeous. You were in the galactic world. You were like on this beautiful ride to a new you, to a new destination. So you are going to a new destination, Aquarius. There is something new that you want. Leave me a comment, claim it below. Let me know, what is it that you want now? Claim your courage, claim your new destination, claim your cosmic ride, whatever it is. It's a gorgeous cosmic ride. If something discombobulating happens that takes you out of your comfort zone, that is a moment in time, right? It's a moment in time. Decide now that whatever happens, you are going to use it to catalyze yourself powerfully forward to your new destination, beautiful Aquarius. Okay, Capricorn. Hello, beautiful Capricorns. Capricorn, you are having this Aquarius new moon in your second house. Your second house, and this is where we're getting a breakthrough moment, a breakthrough, break-free moment. This is where we're getting a divine download or realization. Something with Uranus squaring this new moon, if you're one of the ones most personally and intensely affected that I speak about in part 1 of this video, you are going to be getting something that's taking you out of your comfort zone in some way, and it can be really beautiful. Second house is earned income. For many of you, this is going to be about work. This is going to be asking for a raise. This is going to be getting a side gig. It's going to be something that is increasing your sense of self-esteem. It's going to be in alignment with your new values, and very important that you gather your quilt of beautiful self-worth around you, your new up-leveled self-worth, your new sense of deserving, which you have been cultivating, Capricorn, ever since. I mean, this goes back like 2 years now, when we had the nodes of the moon in the North Node was in Taurus. That was all about us uploading our sense of, up-leveling our sense of deserving, uploading, downloading. And on top of that, we have Jupiter and Uranus that are both in Taurus now. And this is the same thing. It's about, what do I deserve? What do I value now? So a new job, a new promotion, something that has to do with having the income that you want, the money that you want, that matches who you know you are now. It matches your true values now, Capricorn. Your message from Spirit is, hold on, don't give up. You're almost there. You're almost there, Capricorn. Now let's pull a card for you. Uranus just went direct today when I am filming this video, so I am feeling very much energized for Uranus right now. Oh, I love Uranus direct, and I actually love Uranus energy. I don't enjoy those discombobulating moments, the disruptive ones, but you know, when you look back on them, they all get solved, right? They all get taken care of. What I love is the feeling of stimulation and newness and surprise. I love that. Oh, I love this, Capricorn. It's hello from heaven. Archangel Azrael, your loved ones in heaven are doing fine. Let go of worries and feel their loving blessings. This is so beautiful. This is so beautiful. What a gorgeous card. There's so much purple in this card. I absolutely love this feels like triumph to me when I see the image of this angel. Archangel Azrael. I don't know if this is a female or male, I have to say, but you know, there's no gender to angels really. And this angel has their arm up in the air. To me, they are saying, I am triumphant. I did it. I won. I am victorious. And some of you may have felt during the moon in Leo that we just had, some of you may have gone through something that was a bit challenging. And I do have a separate video for you on that. And I did share that I felt that that moon in Leo was all about us rising to the occasion and doing something that may have felt a little bit difficult, going out of our comfort zone, but that in the end we would be very proud of ourselves. So I feel the feeling of that in this card, and any loved ones that come to you when you see this hello from heaven, they are telling you that they love you very much, and call on them if you need to feel more rooted, if you need to feel more material security, because the second house where you're having this new moon in Aquarius is about material security, very much so. It is about our possessions and our, you know, everything that makes us feel comfortable and good, our money. So if you need to feel more uplifted in terms of your money. If you're having doubts or worries during this new moon, which sometimes new moons can bring, they're very reflective, and the moon is dark. We don't see the moon. So we can feel sometimes a little bit depressed during a new moon. Then call on your loved ones for support. Beautiful Capricorn. You are supported. Claim it below. I am supported. Claim it in the comments below if you'd like. Okay, Sagittarius, Sagittarius. This has been the last few videos, Sag, that I wanted to sing and dance in your energy. Oh, it's so beautiful. Okay, so Sagittarius, you are having this new moon in Aquarius in your third house of your immediate environment, your local everything, your ins and outs, your errands, your conversations, anything that happens on an everyday local level. This is also the house of communication and mindset and thinking. This is really our perspective on our daily life, our perspective on ourselves, what we feel we're capable of, what we feel that it's in some ways, it's taking that self-esteem and self-love of the second house, and it's bringing it into our wheelings and dealings with other people. It's also siblings, aunts, uncles, cousins. This is where you can be having conversations with these people or really thinking about these relationships and wanting to heal or up level them in some way. Your devices, make sure you back up your devices. Make sure, this is anything mechanical. I told a whole story in part 1 of this video about my Uranus moment with a vehicle, so you might want to listen to that. This is a time to be extra careful, I believe, and cautious around anything electrical, anything mechanical, just to be on the safe side. And you're getting, Sag, you're getting a sextile. So this is really beautiful. And by the way, that new moon where I had that crazy story, difficult moment, Uranus moment, it was actually trining my sun sign. So, but anyway, I digress. Back to you, Sag. So the sextile that you're having, this is a new opportunity or a solution to a problem that you didn't see before. And in third house, this could be around some creative expression to do with writing or speaking. Did you know, Sag, third house energy, which is where you're having this new moon, it's the house of Mercury. It's the house where we are doing business things as well. A lot of people who are business owners, they have multiple planets in their third house. Not that you need to be a successful entrepreneur, but this can be have to do with business kinds of agreements and contracts and so forth as well. And all planets are direct now, so this is a really good time to be doing that, to be doing things that feel important to you in a contractual way. Your message from Spirit, Sag, is that it's important now, helpful now, to call on support from like-minded friends. That some of you have been trying to do it alone. Some of you have been trying to have felt less than courageous about going out of your comfort zone, only because you are not calling on all the resources that are available to you. You have more resources available to you: time, money, energy, people, connections, networking connections. Some people don't like the word networking, but any kind of connection that is through a friend, going to a party, calling people, schmoozing with people where you work out or where you buy groceries and so forth, could bring you a new connection, a new idea, a new possibility, a new realization, Sagittarius. And you may get because Uranus rules our thinking and our especially enlightened thinking, and this is the house of our thought processes and our writing, emails, and all of that, you could really get inspiring realization that moves you forward, Sag. Okay, so the cards are feeling magical. Let's see what the cards have to say for Sag. Sagittarius. Ooh, Sag. Oh my goodness. I love it when this happens. Brilliant idea. Yes, third house is the house of ideas. Brilliant idea. Yes, it says, your idea is divinely guided. Please take action to bring your idea to fruition. So there you have it. You have just gotten your marching orders. The unicorn is flying you through the cosmic galaxies telling you to get on the unicorn. Put your, oh my gosh, Sag. Now I really love this for you. Do you see the arrow? It's your arrow, Sag. It's your arrow saying, I know where I'm pointed. The unicorn and your arrow are pointing in the same direction. The unicorn's horn. Go for it. Your brilliant idea is taking you places. You're going places, Sag. If you want to claim it below, I'm going places, or whatever you want to claim, your own words, claim it in the comments below. Okay, Scorpio. Hello, beautiful Scorpio. Scorpio, you are going to get this beautiful flash of insight, new realization, a breakthrough, break-free moment perhaps, where you're reflecting and planning on something new. This is happening for you, where you're planting your seeds of intention. This is happening for you, this new moon in Aquarius, in your 4th house of home and family childhood conditioning. Some of you are going to move. Some of you are planning to live someplace else. Some of you are planning to do a remodel or a change of your home in some way, to brighten your home, to bring in more, something more inspirational to your galactic self, because Aquarius is galactic energy. Bring in more energy and inspiration into your home life. For some of you, you're getting a new roommate. Someone's moving out of your home. You are really thinking about, how can I make my home life more pleasing, more loving, more energizing, more creative in some way. This is very creative energy. You could also be having a change in your family in some way, and you could get a realization that has to do with healing around childhood conditioning as well. That is a game changer for you in powerful, positive ways. But yeah, this is the house of your roots and belonging. So you are feeling that during this new moon. You're feeling a desire to put down roots, maybe where you are or in a new location, and to really feel a sense of belonging. After all, Aquarius energy is about the tribe. Okay, it's about us really wanting to be in like-minded tribe. And because this new moon makes a square to your energy, Scorpio, you're feeling motivated. You're feeling a pressure or tension maybe, but that is what gets us off of the couch and into action, right? So you're feeling something that is saying it's time to do this. And your message from Spirit is similar. Your message from Spirit is, it's time to leave your comfort zone. Something better is waiting for you, Scorpio. Something better is waiting for you. And this has to do with maybe soul family. It has to do with your home. For some of you, could have to do with your work as well, your career, because career is directly opposite the wheel in the 10th house from your 4th house. So sometimes we get ideas having to do with that 10th, 4th house axis. So, Scorpio, I am shuffling the cards, and I wonder, Scorpio, what do you want? What do you want? What does your heart most desire in the realm of home, family, or career? This is where you're seeding your intentions. Scorpio, you are a diamond. This just came through in the second too. Diamond in the rough. Do you feel like you're a diamond in the rough? This new moon is saying, come out more as yourself during this new moon. Okay, Scorpio, your card is patience. Archangel Jophiel. Your dreams are blooming more rapidly than you realize. Still, they need nurturing and patience. So for those of you who have felt stuck, for those of you who have felt like, what I want is not coming to fruition, it's not right, it should be happening sooner. I know the feeling. I have great compassion for this. For those of you who are feeling that, this is saying you just planted those seeds. Don't feel like there's something wrong because they haven't come to fruition. We plant the seeds with faith, right? Faith that they will come to fruition in their own time. We're on a spiritual timeline. We're on our human selves have this human timeline, and that human timeline often does not match the spiritual timeline, and that is so frustrating. I can tell you, with Mars and Aries, I can tell you how frustrating that is. But Scorpio, you have, Pluto rules you as your modern ruler, but Mars is your traditional ruler. So you guys can get impatient at times too. Patience, the seeds have been planted. Plant your new seeds during this time of the new moon and know that they are coming into fruition. Call on your galactic support, call on your team of angels, spiritual guides, and so on to help you with that patience if you need it. Beautiful Scorpio. Okay, Libra. Hello, beautiful Libra. Libra, you are going to receive a trine from this new moon in Aquarius to your energy, which is beautiful, positive energy flow, the wind at your back, the wind filling up your sails. That is so lovely. This is the fifth house of true love, romance, creativity, and children. The house of pleasure, the house of inner child delight, the house of letting yourself have fun. This is a beautiful, beautiful place for a new moon, and this is what you're going to be thinking about. You're going to be thinking about maybe a new creative endeavor, something that you're putting out into the world, maybe finishing a book or painting a painting, or what else, universe? Writing a screenplay for some of you. Some of you are musicians. I mean, you're all different in terms of the art that you like to create. And even if you don't think of it as art, maybe you are teaching a class or something that, whatever it is that you're applying your own creative spark to, that fits with the fifth house energy. So beautiful Libra. You guys are artists anyway. I mean, I don't think I know any Libra that isn't super creative, if not you're natural designers. Libras are natural designers. So this is going to be a moon where you're going to get a new moon cycle, a new manifestational cycle, where you will likely get some real inspiration for your creativity. And for others of you, this might be around children. This might be around having a new child. This could be a super fertile. This is a fertile house. If you want to get pregnant, it's a good time for that. Good time to take precautions if you don't. Your message from Spirit is, and also true love and romance, for those of you who want to meet a partner or deepen your current relationship, your current, so fifth house we don't think of as like committed in terms of like marriage, but it's often where we begin with the relationship. We meet somebody, we are dating, we meet them, and the sparks fly, and then that relationship can turn into a committed partnership. It's true love and romance. It is beautiful. Yes, sometimes they can be casual flings as well, but regardless, they're lovely. And with Uranus here, yes, Uranus is definitely sort of the signature of something different, a relationship that is different from the ones you've had before, or that where you have to give them lots of freedom. And this is the house of freedom after all, but you give them freedom, they have to give you freedom. There's a mutual desire for freedom when you're in Uranus energy. So this is a change it up new moon for you, Libra, and your message from Spirit is have fun. Your marching orders, Libra, are to have fun. Play is the way. Play is the way. When we're in a playful mindset, that's when we can receive the synchronicities, the magical moments. You may receive a happy, unexpected miracle, one of my favorite phrases, during this new moon. So let's see, Libra. Beautiful Libra. Let's see what the cards have to say for you. Very social new moon for you, most likely. Your card is leadership. Archangel Gabriel. Archangel Gabriel is like the artist angel. Archangel Gabriel says, it is time for you to assume your leadership power and position and lovingly guide others. When we think of leadership, and look at all the creativity in this card, the orange is the creativity chakra. When we think of leadership, I just find this when I'm coaching clients, for example. Sometimes people have an aversion to that word leadership because they're like, I'm not a leader and I don't want to do that. But this is leadership, big, big picture. When we are living our spark, when we are saying yes to our heart, that's when we are a natural leader for others. We don't have to be the person telling people what to do, managing people and so on. We don't have to be up with a podium in front of us. It can just be that we are doing what we love, and that is sending our energy out into the universe. And that is, you are a role model in some way for other people. It can be as simple as that. And others of you are like, yeah, I'm ready to step into leadership in a more traditional form. And that's beautiful too. But what's important about this card is that it is about you using your creativity, the orange, to step up into a new level of, I feel with the gold in Archangel Gabriel's wings, I feel a sense of life upgrade. And that's Uranus and Taurus wants us to upgrade. Taurus is like the finer things in life, a quality life. There's something here, there's a real ethereal glow in this card. There's something here about upgrading your life, fine-tuning. I'm just feeling the energy right now. It does feel very ethereal, but it also feels rich in whatever rich means to you. It feels like richness and quality and stability. It feels very stable, beautiful Libra. So if you want to claim your leadership, your stability, your up-leveling in your life in a material way, claim it, or your creativity, your blossoming creativity, claim it in the comments below. Virgo, hello, beautiful Virgo. Virgo, you are having this new moon in your 6th house of health, wellness, your everyday work, all the things you do day in and day out, your habits. This is the house of habits. Virgo, you know this house well. Your energy is connected to this house. This is the house in which you feel quite at home. And this is also pets, Virgo. This is where you could, since it's brand new energy, it's break free energy, it's breakthrough energy. This is where you could feel a breakthrough in a work situation, a breakthrough in a health situation. Those of you who've been having any sort of health issue and you guys are connected to the digestive tract, also mental health, anything that has been slowing you down, you haven't felt as vital or as energized in your physical body, this could really shift that for you. You are thinking during this new moon about these kinds of things. You're planting seeds. You're starting a new manifestational cycle during this new moon that has to do with your health and your wellness and your job. Some of you are saying, like, I need a new job. I need a new job. I'm going to gather my courage and muster the strength, the energy to say yes to a job maybe that's out of my comfort zone. That, remember this, based on what I shared in part 1 of this video, go back and listen to that if you haven't already. This is a destiny-driven new moon that is going to have us, part of our marching orders are that we have to go out of our comfort zone. It's a stretch, it's a reach. So whatever new job you'd be doing, it may feel out of your league a little bit, but it won't be out of your league, Virgo. It won't be. If it's your heart's desire or someone's offering it to you, say yes, Virgo. Now, of course, you all have free will. This is just what's coming through. Spirit, your message from Spirit is to expand your thinking. Expand your thinking. Okay, this is the question. Your question is, if time, money, and resources were not at issue, what would you say yes to? What feels so out of your realm of doability? What feels so outside your realm of what's natural and easy for you that you're scared to say yes to? Expand your thinking about that. Call in the divine help, your divine helpers for assistance, because it's not so outside of your realm. Virgo, you guys, and I have a lot of Virgo in my chart. I have my North Node in Virgo. I know the feeling. You guys, you want to know when you say yes to something that you'll be really good at it, and you want it to feel already within your capability, but that's not growthful for you. It's not growthful if it's not a challenge for you. So, Virgo, and I know I'm speaking in generalities. Some of you are saying, I don't care. No, maybe you have Aries or other more risk-taking kinds of energies in your chart that make you more brave when it comes to taking risks, which is beautiful and great. All right, what do the cards have to say for you, Virgo? Your Aquarius new moon in the 6th house of work, health, everyday routine schedules. Breathe. This is our health. Breathe. Take several deep breaths and exhale slowly. To awaken your energy and to release old patterns. I mean, really, the 6th house is our energy. It's mastering our energy. And this new moon is going to help you to release an old pattern, says Archangel Raphael, which is the angel of the physical health, physical body. This is so perfect for a 6th house new moon. Breathe, beautiful Virgo. Breathe. I'm breathing along with you, as you can see. there's a third eye opening here. There's an intuitive expansion, a third eye expansion. You know that tingling? Have you guys gotten that tingling feeling before in your third eye when it's opening up? I love that feeling. I love that feeling. It means you're expanding. It means you are bringing in new awarenesses. And with Uranus here, you could very well receive a third eye opening that takes you into the next level of who you came here to be. Beautiful Virgo. If you want to claim that, your intuitive awareness opening up, claiming your health, your radiant health, claiming your mastering your energy, whatever you want to claim, I would love to hear. Okay, Leo. Hello, beautiful Leos. Leo, you're going to have this new moon in Aquarius in your 7th house of committed partnerships. You are thinking about your partnerships during this new moon. You're thinking about your relationship to yourself and your relationship to others. And these partnerships are any relationship in which you have another person's back and they have your back, where you have a spoken or unspoken agreement to support one another. This is personal and professional partnerships. We often think of the 7th house as the house of marriage, and it is, but it's also where we sign agreements, not just marriage, but like agreements with clients. It's where we want stability, in our partnerships. This new moon is opposing your energy, Leo, which means that it will probably manifest. Well, first of all, it means that you really are thinking about other people outside of yourself. That's an opposition, but also that anything that happens, if you get a Uranus moment, which I speak about in part 1 of this video, it will likely come from an external source, something in your a relationship for you. And that's going to be a break-free moment for you. For some of us, it's breakdown, break-free, breakthrough. For some of us, it's just a realization that is very inspiring. That is very much of an aha, now I see. I was blind, but now I see. Now I get it. A light bulb moment. It can be that as well. It can be a really inspiring divine download that you receive, or it can be something that something mechanical that breaks down, that then has you having conversations with other people or an other person that then brings you some sort of it moves you forward. Ultimately, it liberates and frees you and moves you forward. It will be different for everyone. Your message from Spirit, Leo, is know who you are. Remember who you are. Remember the truth of your strength, of your pure love spirit, of your spiritual royalty. Remember that spiritual source, that you are a spiritual being having a human experience. Remember your power. Reclaim your power, Spirit says. No fear. We're human. We have fears. Fears come up. But if they do, they're for processing. That's all. They're just for processing. Or sometimes fear has a point. Sometimes fear wants us to look at something that we didn't see before. But where fear makes us feel less than powerful, it makes us forget our true power, that's where we want to remember. We are bigger than any external thing that is putting us into a sense of fear. And I'm not saying this is going to happen for you. This is just part of your message from Spirit that is correct for some of you, that is resonant for some of you. You can let me know in the comments below if it resonates. But big picture for everyone, this is about power and reclaiming your power within your own identity and within your partnerships. So let's now pull a card for you, beautiful Leo. We just had that full moon in your sign, so I wonder how that was for you. I would love to hear. This is a great card. Claircognizance, where you receive those divine downloads that come through your crown, and you get a just feeling of, I just know I have to focus here. I just know I have to attend to this. I just know that there's something. It could be so, when I show you the card, you're going to see it's a beautiful card. Archangel Uriel, pay attention to thoughts and ideas that come to you as they are answered prayers. And this is a Uranus ruled and Uranus aspected moon that is going to be bringing in new ideas and epiphanies. And check out the card. So much light. The rainbow. the angel standing on the top of a mountain. They are victorious. They have arrived. They have reached their destination, or at the very least, they're receiving a very, 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 very energizing, light-filled moment. So I absolutely love this. Claircognizance is one of the most amazing intuitive abilities, and it's so lovely when we get and electrifying. This could be quite electrifying, this new moon for you, Leo. You get quite an electrical moment, Uranus moment, that then catapults you, catalyzes you even into the next chapter of your life. Leave me a comment if this resonates. Claim your brilliance, beautiful Leo. Claim your new chapter, your new beautiful chapter. I'd love to hear. Okay, Cancer, beautiful Cancer. I have my moon and my rising in Cancer. So we're doing this together. I'm doing this with all the signs, all of my sign families, families of signs. Okay, my words are, they're like a bunch of little balls in my mouth right now. I just got an image. This is the wildest image, but I'm going to share it with you guys because you never know. I got an image of, when they're choosing lottery numbers and all the little balls are bouncing all over the place. I got into the image of like these balls in my mouth of like lottery balls. For some of you, that will make sense to you. Maybe it's a sign for some of you to play the lottery. Okay, so Cancer. You are having, I know, I am quirky, I am weird. Cancer, 8th house. You are experiencing this new moon in the house of transformation, death, rebirth. This is a house of money. It's a money house, shared resources with partners especially, or your money that you invest, loans and taxes and all of that. It's also the house of emotional and physical intimacy, sexuality. It's a deep, deep feeling house. In Cancers, if you've been watching my Pluto videos, that Pluto is also here in your 8th house now. This is the house big time of shared resources, time, money, energy. And with a new moon here, you are thinking about any of these things. You're thinking about intimacy and partnership, or you're thinking about investments, or you're thinking about retirement funds, any of those things, or paying off a debt or a loan or doing your taxes. All of those kinds of things come into play with this new moon. The most important thing is this is a breakthrough new moon. This is a empowered breakthrough. This is a realization. This is a divine download. This is it is where you could have an unexpected moment, and I hope it's not like a stock market moment for any of us, but we do want to be paying attention during this new moon to what we most want in any of the areas that I just spoke about, what we most want, and to put our attention there. A new moon says this is where you want to reflect. This is where you want to put your intention. Is there a new way that you could do one of these life areas, whichever one is really, speaking to you right now? Is there a new way that you could do it that would be better for your overall health, wellness, and fulfillment? Your message from Spirit, Cancer, is to zoom out and get the bigger picture perspective. This will be liberating for you. For some of you, this is a detaching, not easy to do in Cancer energy. Some of you will be detaching from something that has felt, and especially with Pluto here now, we can be quite obsessive wherever Pluto's happening in our chart. It might be good for you to emotionally detach a little bit about something, but get the bigger picture perspective. I'm not saying do a spiritual bypass. I'm not saying, put your head in the sand. I'm saying to be aware of it, but also to try and disengage emotionally. And that may be what that will require of you, maybe, is to connect with any fears that you have and feel through them, tap them out. I love tapping for this, and come to a more of a place of peace about it. Some of you may attract a new soul friend, where you either have is a friendship, emotional intimacy, and or a partnership where you have emotional and physical intimacy, which would be quite beautiful. Or something inspiring around your long-term, like retirement funds, those kinds of investments and so on. Okay, or you could have a transformative divine download. Okay, let's see. Cancers. Ah, beautiful Cancer. Your card is take back your power. I mean, 8th house is the house of power. After all, it is the house of power and control. Take back your power. Archangel Raziel, use your God-given power and intention to manifest blessings in your life. I love it. What do you want to manifest? Beautiful Cancer. What do you want to manifest? You are a co-creator. This Archangel Raziel, arms open wide, gold and yellow energy, receiving claircognizant kinds of downloads. Speaking to advisors, all the blue and purple, speaking to advisors when you don't have the answers. What do you want to manifest? Remember, you're not doing it alone. You're a co-creator. You have God-given power. You can manifest blessings in your life. If you want to claim your blessings in the comments below, beautiful Cancer, claim them. I would love to hear. Okay, Gemini, beautiful Gemini. Gemini, I have my natal sun in Gemini, and you are having Gemini risings. You're having this new moon in Aquarius in your house of expansion, the 9th house of expanding your mind, your horizons, your possibilities, your opportunities. This is the house of new adventures and new horizons, long distance travel, spiritual beliefs, also what just came through is spiritual blessings. And it's where we change our perspective, where we get that mountaintop view, where we get that soaring like an eagle view of life that changes the way we see, where we see with new eyes. Because this new moon is getting an aspect square from Uranus, something could happen, or you could receive a realization that completely changes your view of yourself or your life, that opens you up to see with brand new eyes, Gemini. You guys have one foot in the spiritual world and one foot in the material world. This is your energy. You have the energy of the divine messenger. And with a 9th house, you could also receive a realization through an astrology consultation, for example, because the 9th house is connected to astrology. And Aquarian energy, Uranian energy is astrology. So whatever you do, some of you could take a long distance trip. Some of you are signing up for a new program, a metaphysical program, a learning program, some sort of program that's going to expand your mind. Your message from Spirit, Gemini, is let loose, have fun. You need new scenery. Have you been stagnant in an area of your life? Have you not been getting out as much? Saturn's been making a square to your energy. If it's in the degrees where Saturn is or has been, you could feel like, oh, it's been all work and no play. But Spirit says it's time to see new scenery. Get out and explore. It's time for some exploration and for some just new vistas. That's the 9th house is the house of new vistas. Okay, Gemini. What is and this is also the house of publishing. So some of you, Geminis, you guys are the writers, the communicators. You could be publishing, dreaming about, reflecting on, planting seeds to publish a book or some other kind of creative endeavor. Your card is Archangel Chamuel, beloved one. I am helping you with your spiritual soulmate relationship. Gemini, do you want a spiritual soulmate relationship? Maybe you meet that person in a different location. Maybe when you travel someplace else, and it doesn't have to be across the world. It doesn't have to necessarily be in another culture, although 9th house is known for, foreign cultures. But if you want a new spiritual soulmate relationship, and this can be friendship or romantic, if you want that, this is a strong message to you, beloved one, that you are receiving that from your divine helpers. I love this so much. Or if you already have a spiritual soulmate relationship, partnership, for example, and you feel very fulfilled, this may be deepening that partnership. So beautiful Gemini, if you want to claim your new spiritual soulmate partnership or you're deepening your spiritual soulmate partnership, claim it in the comments below. Okay, Taurus. Hello, beautiful Taurus. Taurus, You are having the Aquarius new moon in your 10th house of career. You are really thinking during this new moon, reflecting on what you want in your career going forward. This is also retirement and semi-retirement. It's legacy. It is where we want more fulfillment and meaning. So you guys are really thinking about either starting a new business, you're changing a career, you're thinking about changing it up in some way, or you receive a Uranus moment. I talk all about this in part 1 of the video. You're having a Uranus moment that changes the way you go forward in your career. Some of you could say, I don't want to do this job anymore. I can't do this career anymore. I really do want to do something that aligns with my heart, with my soul. Many of you have gorgeous healing energy. You want to bring that healing energy more to the world, or you're really getting a very strong surge of energy and inspiration that is motivating you and giving you the courage and the strength to go out of your comfort zone and do something that feels quite scary to you. This is legacy also, if I didn't say that. And some of you may be getting up the courage to retire and do something else that's more gratifying to you. It's making a square to your energy, which means you're really going to feel the motivation. Squares help us muster the courage. They help us, they do really increase our motivation. It is pressure and tension that we have to break through, but this is a breakthrough moment after all, this new moon. So you guys are going to get support through the square energy. A lot of times we don't like squares. We're like, oh, square. At least I do that sometimes. I'll fully admit it. I'm like, oh, it's squares. I wanted something easy. But it's the squares that help us to be successful in life. If you look at people's charts, people who are like phenomenally successful in life, you know, in terms of like the big famous people that we know who've done really well in their careers. Again, I'm talking about material success, where they made a name for themselves, their household name, whatever. The point is that I'm making is that they usually have a lot of squares in their chart, a lot of oppositions and hard aspects that they've had to break through in order to get where they wanted to go. So squares can actually be like a saving grace, because they are the things that get us out of the house, that get us to make the hard phone call, that get us to do that scary thing. Okay, so your message from Spirit, Taurus, and I know you guys, you're well acquainted with Uranus by now. Uranus has been here for several years. It's in your sign. You're like, yeah. I'm sure you guys are so tired of Uranus, but this new moon, of course, in Aquarius is ruled by Uranus, and it's a squaring, so it's there. Uranus is here. And so you guys probably already know this by now, that it's best to ride the horse in the direction it's going, right? That's one of my favorite quotes. That is a Native American quote. There is no particular author it's attributed to. Go with the flow. That's what Spirit is saying. Go with the flow. You guys know this. We cannot stop Uranus from doing what it's going to do. And often it is a gorgeous wake up. It's a gorgeous wake up. And it's a gorgeous awakening. And that's what I love about Uranus. It really can awaken us to the truth of who we are. Okay, your card, Taurus. Oh my gosh, I just said the truth of who you are. This card is remember who you are. Wow. Okay. Archangel Michael. You are a powerful, loving, and creative child of God. You are very loved. Aw, you are very loved, Taurus. You are. What stands out to me in this card is the gold, the richness. Some of you want more money. Some of you want to feel your spiritual royalty. Some of you want to feel the richness of life even more. This is what's on offer for you during this new moon. This halo of light, so much bright light in this card. I feel when I look at this card, I feel drawn into going into the spiritual realm through a guided meditation, for example, and getting reconnected to my spiritual source. When I see this card, I just feel pulled into the light. And I do have several guided meditations on my YouTube. I have a playlist for you guys, which I'll link below, but also you can get a free download from my website meditation, guided meditation, that will also connect you to your unconditionally loving spiritual guides by going to my website and signing up for my weekly inspirational astrology updates, and you'll get that instant download. So this card, to me, this card is saying, go into your heart, reconnect with spirit, reconnect with the divine. Let that uplift you. Let that help you remember who you are. If you want to claim the truth of your brilliant light, beautiful Taurus, and that's not vain to do so, right? It's not vain to say, I am the light. If you want to claim the truth of your power, of your light, of your brilliance, of your cosmic brilliance, Aquarian energy during this new moon, claim it in the comments below. Beautiful Taurus. Okay, Aries, beautiful Aries, beautiful Aries. You are having this new moon in Aquarian, this Aquarian experience in your 11th house, which is really cool because the 11th house is the world. It is the Aquarian house. You are having this in the world, the cosmic world, alliances, the galactic intelligence. This is your physical alliances as well. This is all your social media. This is, for those of you who consider any of your social media channels to be a platform for your voice, to get the word out, to get your messages out into the world. This is that as well, Aries. This is your hopes, wishes, and dreams. It's considered the wish house. It's the house of fulfillment. What does your heart most desire right now? Friendships, groups, meetups. Also the house of long-term gains. This is a lot of luscious things, a lot of lusciousness in this house, Aries. It's the house of wishes fulfilled, big picture. But a lot of times, this is where we want new friends, new tribe, new soul friends, new soul sisters and brothers. Your message from spirit. So these are the things that are coming up, and you're getting a sextile, which is a new opportunity or solution coming through, and it may come through a realization, epiphany, aha moment that is like, whoa, it could even come through a dream, sleeping dream, or a fantasy, because we have a Neptune. Now I'm trying to remember, I think it was a Neptune-Mars aspect. I talk about it in part 1 of the video, but we have a Neptune aspect during this new moon that some of us will be daydreaming, and when we'll get like a real beautiful, Neptune is in Pisces and Mars is in Capricorn. So yes, it's Mars making a sextile to Neptune, which could be like a sudden flash of insight that is about your ideal, about your vision, that is very inspiring and energizing. Which is, you need, Aries. Like, you guys are the passionate pioneers. You need that inspiration. You live on that inspiration. It's very, very important to you. Okay, your message from spirit is there's a fresh breeze blowing in, and it could come through a flash of insight, but it's going to bring a welcome change of energy. There's a fresh breeze blowing in, bringing a welcome change of energy, says the divine. And now let's see what the cards have to say, Aries. Aries, your card is Archangel Azrael. I am with you in your time of need, helping your heart to heal. Comfort. Some of you have been going through a breakup or a heartbreak. This 11th house is across from the 5th house of love and romance. So some of you could be going through some sort of healing, heart healing right now. I'm really curious. If you are, leave me a comment, let me know. But whatever is on your heart right now, Archangel Azrael is bringing you comfort. And there's so much blue, and I always associate blue with the throat chakra, with receiving that through some sort of communication. So it could be angelic communication, or it could be through a dream, or it could be through your overhearing other people speak, and that inspires you. Be watching for signs and listening for messages, Aries, because something wants to come through for you that is going to bring you more comfort. You're receiving a heart healing, Aries, during this new moon, if this applies to you. But if you want to claim that you are supported You are tethered to the divine, and you are receiving your fresh breeze blowing in, as Spirit says, your welcome change of energy. Claim it in the comments below. Beautiful Aries, the world is your oyster. Okay, Pisces. Hello, beautiful Pisces. Pisces, you're having the new moon in Aquarius in your house of the mystic, your mystical self. This is the 12th house. And the 12th house is where we commune with the divine, where we do the deep dive in guided meditations or through our dreams at night. We do some sort of treasure dive that brings up a treasure that we didn't see before. This new moon is you may receive as an inspired realization, Pisces. It's going to be revitalizing for you. You could get something could come to you out of the blue that really brings a positive change in your life. Spirit is saying, believe in yourself. Whenever we have a 12th house new moon, it often awakens something in us that brings us takes us through an opening of more of who we really are. We wake up to the beauty of our pure love soul. Dreams, I did say dreams. You could receive a message through a dream that feels like a sign, or it feels like some sort of you're being guided, you're being ushered forward through a portal. Pisces, this is the house of the mystic after all. This is the house where we have those out-of-body experiences, where we have those moments that we want to tell everyone about because they're so magical. This is a really magical place to have a new moon. Your message from Spirit is open up to rejuvenation, because a lot of you are going to receive that, and also to a new spark of inspiration. So, and this is the house of the subconscious mind too. So you could, because it's Aquarius energy, it's air energy, and subconscious mind is, you know, the talking that goes on within us, our narrative. You guys could receive a new realization that changes for the better, positive, any inner story or narrative that you could have going on as well. Okay, so Pisces, let's see what the cards have to say for beautiful Pisces. Your card is spiritual understanding. Yes, yes, yes. Archangel Raziel, I am bringing you esoteric information and symbols. Wow. And helping you understand spiritual truths. Yes, 12th house. This is where we get that information, and the things come through that are like sometimes even hard to translate into words, right? Pisces, you guys know this because you guys are you are connected to that higher mind already. What I love about this card is that, you know, there are geometric shapes that are coming through. And this is like, sometimes it's like, okay, let me tell you about this divine download I just got. There were these shapes and there were these things, and you're like, how do I put this into words so people get it? But you will understand it, and you will, if this happens for you, you will receive a huge infusion of light. This could be one of those spiritual awakenings. Wow. This could be one of those spiritual awakenings that really shifts your life, that really elevates you to a place where you're like, I woke up, like I'm awake now, I am free now. That feeling of I am free, I'm so free, I'm so free, because you see the truth of life on a whole other level. I love those awakening moments. They are beyond, beyond, beyond. Esoteric information and symbols, helping you understand spiritual truths. So beautiful, Pisces. I love this so much. If you want to claim this spiritual awakening is what it's about, or, you know, new spiritual light coming through, whatever you want to claim, beautiful Pisces, I would love to hear. If this resonates for you, drop me a comment, let me know. I would love to hear. My beautiful friend, thank you for being here with me for this video. Thank you to my Sunday chat friends for joining me. Thank you for whenever you're watching this video. Your likes, your comments, your shares, and your subscribes, they make a huge difference in my life. They make a huge difference and really, really support me. So thank you so much. This has been a general reading of the new moon in Aquarius. If you would like a personal astrology consultation, if you would like to know how is this new moon affecting you, how is the upcoming 21st eclipse that we're going to affect you? How are any of the transits that are going on in your natal astrology chart right now affecting you? And how can you feel empowered through the challenging transits? Because whenever I do astrology consultations with clients, they always want to know, how can I move through this challenging transit, and when is it over? What's the timing of it? When will it be over? So these are the things that I share with you, and I will also let you know what you have to look forward to. Plus your natal chart, your gifts, your talents, your potentials, they show up in your natal chart. Even if you've had a natal chart reading done before, clients tell me these are things I didn't hear in my other previous chart readings. We could also do a life purpose astrology consultation or a heart's desire consultation. So I have a whole array of offerings in terms of astrology consultations that you can choose from. Go to my website, check those out. The links are below. I also offer coaching, clarity sessions, deep dive soul alchemy coaching for those of you who are really ready to partner with another person and receive that support. The links are in the description box below, and I do have a free gift for you. As promised, to get that free gift, just go to my website. It is a soothing guided meditation connecting you with your spiritual guidance, with the unconditional love of your soul, helping you to get a sense of where you are to go next, or at least that next step. And to receive that, just go to my website, subscribe for free to my inspirational updates, and you'll get that free instant download immediately. So my beautiful friend, the new moon in Aquarius is going to open us up to new possibilities. Stay open. Be intentional. Ask the universe to give you that breakthrough moment, to give you that aha, that realization. Be open to positive, powerful change, because it is coming and we are ready for it. Be sure and subscribe so we stay connected. And until my next video, I am sending you all my love.